Hi and welcome back to Pink Lotus Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make bean and cheese burritos at home. This is going to be similar to the ones that you find in your frozen aisle in your local grocery stores. To start off with, what we would need is going to be 2 cans of kidney beans, so they're about 15.5 ounces. So I've got some already mashed up lightly over here, as you can see. Then you're going to need some granulated garlic powder. I prefer to use the granulated powder because the fresh one, as you know, is very strong. We've got some chili powder here. And then I've got some salt. I've got some cumin and coriander. Right here it's about a tablespoon. Salt and the chili, you want to actually use it according to your taste. Some of you prefer a bit of a spicy taste to it. Some of you may find it's too hot or may not even want to use it. That's really entirely up to you. Then I've actually got some cheese here. Now here I've actually used 2 deli slices of cheese. You can use the shredded ones from the store, which I personally prefer not, to the reason it tastes a little floury. Or you can use even the block of cheese that you find at the store, and depending on here I've got about a little over a quarter cup, so I'd say about 3/4 of a cup right there, and a small onion finely chopped. And then of course I have the flour tortillas, so I've got like 10 of these. So this is something that you can make at home, and you can either go ahead and lightly, what I do is lightly saute it, or you can even freeze it. That's the good thing about this. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I've got a saucepan here that's already been sitting on the stove for a little bit, so I'm just going to go and pour some oil. You can use any kind of oil you prefer. If you want, what I'm using right now is the canola oil. If you prefer, you can go ahead and use vegetable oil, corn oil, that's really up to you. So about like 2 to 3 tablespoons right there. Just going to go ahead and wait till it starts to slowly heat up. Let me just go ahead and put all the onions in. So I'm cooking actually on low to medium heat right now. So we're going to wait until it starts to cook down a little bit. You want to make sure that it doesn't burn. So let it sit there for a minute or two, and then give it a little bit of a swirl right there. And I'll be right back. Alright, the onion's been cooking for about like 2 minutes right now, so I'm going to go ahead and actually add the cumin and the coriander right in. Then the chili powder. It's already looking really fragrant right now. So as I'm doing this, I actually went and lowered the heat to low right now. I'd say low medium right now at this point. And to this I'm going to go ahead and add the salt right now. Now that the spices are in there, because it starts to infuse with the oil, so what you do want to make sure is from time to time go and stir it so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the saucepan or even burn. And that's what I'm doing right now, as you can see. Then to that, I'm just going to go ahead and add some of the granulated garlic. Just a little bit, you don't need a whole lot. So I put about half a teaspoon right there. Onions have already become really nice and soft right now. It smells really good right now. Just gonna let it sit there for a minute or two. Okay, now at this point, as you can see, onions are nice and soft and well cooked. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add the kidney beans right now. I'm going to stir it really slowly. I'm going to go ahead and cook this for a few more minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, this is what the mixture looks like. I've been cooking it for about another 2 minutes right now. So what I'm going to do right now, I've gone ahead and turned off the heat. I'm going to go ahead and add the cheddar cheese right now. So I'm going to go and mix this very slowly. And I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, after stirring the cheddar cheese in right now, this is what the mixture looks like. So as you can see, the cheese, it's already starting to look a little bit stringy right there. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and let this cool down before we go on to the next steps of putting everything together. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and show you the next procedure. The bean and cheese mixture has already cooled down to room temperature. So meanwhile, I went ahead and actually warmed up the tortilla wraps for a few seconds on a skillet. So it's, nice and soft and easy to work with. And here actually what I have is basically like the glue. I've used actually a tablespoon of all-purpose flour along with some water to make a little bit of a paste actually. So this is what it looks like. This is something you want to do when you're about to go ahead and put everything together. So that's what it looks like. I hope you can see it. So I'm just going to put that on the side. Okay, so let me go and get the bean placed already into it. What I try to do is shape it so it's easy to work with. When you're folding it, you don't need to worry too much about it. And that looks good. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and fold this up right now. But let's see. So that's your first part that you're going to be folding. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the glue, the little flower glue that I created. This actually holds up really well. Even once you freeze the burritos, it will not actually fall apart. Even if you try to go and microwave it, you know, the frozen burritos already, it works really well. Even if you put, you know, the frozen ones on a skillet with some oil to go ahead and heat it up, it works really well. It will not fall apart, and that's the good thing about that. Just need to put a little on the sides as well. And we're going to just go ahead and fold both sides right there. And we're just going to go ahead, roll it up. And there you go. That's what it looks like, just like the ones you see from the stores that's already frozen. See? At this point, you can go ahead and, you know, cook it up in a skillet, or even, you know, just freeze it. So I'll show you another one how I'm going to make it. Same thing, just going to go ahead and put some in and try to shape it as much as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. Sometimes what I do is try to lift the other part actually and try to straighten. That helps too a little bit. Part's done. And I'm going to get the glue one more time. Now this recipe actually, you probably notice is a little bit spicy. You can change the ingredients. It's really a versatile recipe. Some of you who are non-vegetarians can actually, you know, use other options for meat alternatives. You know, the ones who prefer to eat with beef and, you know, chicken, it's really up to you. For the vegetarian versions, what you can do, you can actually use the from Boca Burgers. They do actually, that brand Boca do carry the groundless meats made from soy, or even Morningstar. They've got the little meatless crumbles out there. And then there's also corn that's got the meatless grounds, and that's also again something you could use if you do not like, you know, if that's something you prefer to have a meat-like texture. But this is pretty much my simple, you know, bean and cheese burrito, just made right at home. And there we go. This is what both products look like, as you can see. So I hope that you enjoyed watching the entire video. Please give my video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Until then, see you next time. Bye bye.